appreciate it. And you also really get a sexy side of me. My voice is a little lower, a little raspier. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's not going to last.
Stop smoking!
I can sing.
Just
later. But basically, my name is Mandy. My Twitter handle, I'll introduce ourselves via that, is MandyBU. And what we're doing today is this is basically fandom in 140 words or less. We're looking and examining social media and Star Wars and basically how they interact with each other and what ultimately happens when two worlds collide. And this is my co-host, Eric Galler. He's the social media director for TFN.
Yeah. And as Mandy said, I work for TFN. I think Bonnie almost died, and that's what she didn't. My Twitter username is @ERIER2003, and it's too complicated to explain right now. So thank you.
Now what we'd like to do is just have everyone introduce themselves, starting with Kyle Newman here.
My name is Kyle Newman.
And he's got a microphone.
I am a filmmaker. I am often on Twitter, and my handle is Kyle KYLE _ Newman NEWMAN. And I like social media.
Hi, Kyle.
This is like the most calm tweet fight club I've ever been to.
It's just getting
so crap. I'm Bonnie Burton. I work at Lucasfilm for StarWars.com. I'm in charge of the Star Wars Twitter. So sorry, because I tweet like every 10 minutes and I never go to bed. And I've probably been retweeting quite a bit of your fan stuff, and then obviously I retweet Kyle and Club Jade and these guys, pretty much everyone on here. And my personal Twitter, which is very similar to the Star Wars Twitter, but at Godzilla and other items, is Bonnie Girl. So it's Bonnie GRRL, and that's mine. And I apologize because I tweet even more on that.
It's amazing she's not tweeting now. My name is James Arnold Taylor. I'm a voice actor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Plo Koon on Star Wars: The Clone Wars, as well as other shows, Batman: The Brave and the Bold, currently Johnny Test, Spectacular Spider-Man, Drawn Together, to name a few. I'm a Jat actor on Twitter, JAT. It was a bummer. James Arnold Taylor. It's a pretentious long name, it didn't fit. So Jat actor, and I just love all that stuff. It's awesome. I'm glad we get to talk about this.
I'm Club Jade. I'm Tracy Duncan, Club Jade at Club Jade, and I run the Club Jade blog. There's a lot of haters here, so excuse them, please.
So basically, there's one commonality between all of us is that we are all on Twitter, which, we definitely are going to be focusing on that a lot, but there's also other forms of social media that are available. We've got Facebook, there's podcasting, Tumblr, Flickr. I mean, if you think it, it's there, really. But ultimately, all these guys, they're on Twitter. They're prolific Twitterers. Yeah, tweeters? No, I like Twitterers. I like the ers.
Twits?
Twitterati, that's the name of my video. And so what we're going to do is we just want to focus on how it's helped Star Wars, how it's working with Star Wars, how Star Wars is promoting you as an individual, and how you're promoting it. So I think Eric's going to take over now and talk to everybody and see what their experience has been with social media and how it's helped them as a person. Yeah. Thank you. We're very polite here.
Well, so you guys have been assembled as a stellar cast because every one of you brings something different to not only Star Wars, but how you use social media to do your job at Star Wars. So, and basically what I want to know is, Kyle, and I'll start with you, how does your part in the Star Wars universe, how is it affected by enhanced change? How is it different from it used to be before you got into social media? What has social media done? What does it continue to do for your job?
For my job?
For the interaction with, and both, but talk about the job and the fandom.
Well, as a fan, first of all, you meet people at conventions, but now it's so much easier to stay in touch with people. And there's a few of my friends I've met we met at other conventions, and you can stay in touch through these things, and more and more it makes it available, but also on a daily basis what you can do is, rather than having to go out and look for things or go to YouTube and type in keywords, when you're following certain people on Twitter, you kind of just get it delivered to you. It's like a mail order service of awesome, where you get popular collecting all of the greatest videos or
Bonnie's tweeting that.
fan posters or jokes, and it just comes right to you. So you can kind of customize like what kind of things you want, like because there's collecting, there's Star Wars collecting stuff, and I'll follow that. There's Star Wars just pure news. There's Star Wars, it's like very EU specific stuff like EU Cantina, and so you can really customize exactly what type of information you want delivered to you, and you get it kind of filtered through the personality of some people that you like. A lot of these people would follow online because they have a very unique way of presenting it or commenting on it, and it keeps it brief, so it's not like it's burdening your day. You can go still do your work, but you get your dose of Star Wars, and I also do podcasting with the Force Nut. I'd like to go on there to the Force Cast, and I think that's a great way too to reach out with people to talk about Star Wars, and to also hear the feedback from people, because it keeps the communication going in those dry days between celebrations, which are too long. And I think I did a lot of social media stuff promoting my film because the studio did not have it. I did a film called Fanboys, and the studio did not really get behind it or spend any money on it. So sites like theforce.net, people like Bonnie, helping to spread the word and update people that would be interested to where it was opening or what was going on and setting the record straight about things were incredibly influential, because the movie did really well on DVD, Blu-ray, and home video, but that was because of social media. It's really down to that. I mean, it was me buying my own ads on Facebook, and then a community of Star Wars friends who I met that helped get the word out because there was no advertising money. So that's really, you can reach a lot of people. So if you're making a fan film or you want to get something out there, it's really helpful. It's a way of distribution to your niche community. So if you're not on it, I hope you are. I highly recommend getting involved in it because it's fun. Most of all.
We mentioned Twitter. I also do the Star Wars blog and Facebook as well. And I've been kind of addicted to social media since the beginning anyway. So I scour YouTube and Vimeo and things like that. So a lot of the fan films that you see that when we do the fan film competition, a lot of those never even knew we had a fan film competition. I found them on YouTube and said, please, dear God, enter your film. So that was how we got some of the fan film people to come and be involved as well. Also, international fans, they very rarely are up when we're up. So it's a good way for me to connect with our Japanese fans, fans from Australia, fans from other countries, who are tweeting all their crafts, their tattoos, their costumes that they're making, pretty much everything. And that's just how I keep in touch with a lot of our fans. And at Lucasfilm, we try to do as much fan outreach as possible, and Twitter's just perfect for that, as is Facebook. And our blog as well. So quite a bit of the blog articles that I do are about things I found on social media, fans doing their own thing that I think need attention, because you guys rock, and you're our job security. And and quite honestly, I think we have the best fans. I think any franchise is, got a lot of competition when it comes to Star Wars, because we've been doing this for so long and we have so many fans dedicated to this. But I do a lot of the celebrity interviews as well on StarWars.com, and I found them through Twitter. And ironically, it's so much easier to get, and for you budding bloggerati's out there, it's so much easier to get an interview with a celebrity when you find them on Twitter. And you don't have to go through 20 people in PR and have to explain who you are. Jon Favreau is a perfect example of that. Kyle's a perfect example of that. Most all of our voice actors from Clone Wars are on Twitter. Carrie Fisher's on Twitter. So it's just a good way to connect with people that you care about. Now, you might kind of feel like you're screaming into the wind, or screaming into Hall H at Comic-Con, and you don't think that these people will notice you. I guarantee you they will. And it's just a matter of being persistent and being nice and not being a heckler on Twitter and just connecting with people. And no, George doesn't have a Twitter, in case you guys want to know. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know if he has email. So, no. I think you have to, send